Hey, good morning, guys. So I was doing a little bit of thinking this weekend, and I've been posting a lot of stuff on YouTube and Facebook about real estate investing, and pretty much everything that I post is very positive. So, I try to be a positive person and focus on the positive, but I was realizing I'm probably giving you a little bit of a misconception as to how things actually go. So I just want to give you a little reality check here. So truth is, we've screwed up lots of stuff. And we also have lots of things that go wrong, and there's always problems on every single house. So I just want to talk about quickly a few things that we've screwed up. So on after repair value, we have failed to account for things on our comps that are adding value to our comps. So let's say a house has a nice big deck out front, maybe that's adding some value to it. And if we don't take that into account, we're going to overestimate our after repair on our house. Other things, literally every single house, there's been something on the rehab that has come up that's unexpected. So we had one house where we went to turn the water on and it started bubbling up through the yard. So we had a water main break there. That was a couple $1,000s to get that fixed. If we would have turned the utilities on before we bought the house, we could have known about it, but that's just hasn't been our standard practice. So um, other things, so we had a house that we did the walkthrough on before we bought it, and the roof it needed a new roof, but we thought we could just add another layer. So come to find out, when we actually started digging into it, this house had 4 layers on the roof. So we had to do a full tear off before we could put a new one on. That one cost us I think it was about $3,500. So that was a pretty big one. Um, Another time, we made a really rookie stupid mistake where, we basically just took the contractor's bid, added a little bit of margin onto it, and passed that off as our price, and completely forgot that his bid did not include the appliances. So, at the end of the project, we had to go buy appliances, and that was something that we stupidly forgot to include there. So, anyway, I just wanted to make sure we're not giving you the impression that we're superhuman. We make all sorts of mistakes. We just try to learn from them. And the other thing is how you deal with the problems makes a huge difference. So I see a lot of people that they just get, they get all worked up and frustrated every time something goes wrong on one of their projects. And if I got frustrated every time something went wrong, I would be miserable. So it's really just how you deal with it. I mean, I go into every single house expecting the unexpected. I go in with the expectation that something is going to go wrong. There's something that we're gonna, that we did not account for. And as long as you put margin on your rehab budgets, and you need to make sure you have reserves for when things go wrong, because they will go wrong. You're going to be okay. So, that's really the message for this morning. So, make sure you are conservative on your numbers. Make sure you have adequate reserves for maintenance issues and things that can go wrong in your rehabs, and just deal with things as they come up and don't get frustrated with it, because it's gonna happen. And the other thing is, when you actually have properties that are complete and under management, um, even though we have property managers dealing with the tenants directly, we still have tenant issues. We have houses where, for one reason or another, the tenant's not paying rent or they're paying late, and you got to stay on top of your property manager, make sure that they're doing their job also. So it really is a management intensive, thing, real estate investing. So that's really it for this morning. Thanks.